Hello everybody, this is your boy the Almighty Green Talons coming with a video. Before I get right into the video, it pertains to DeSean Jackson. If you guys haven't heard, as of today, DeSean Jackson is calling it a career. He is retiring a Philadelphia Eagles. Number 10 will no longer be available to wear with the Eagles after the season comes to an end, which means he probably gonna wind up getting a ring of honor with the Eagles, and he's a possible future Hall of Famer as well. But before I get right into the video, please comment, like, share, and subscribe to the video, and don't forget to like after the video is complete, or you can like the channel for that matter, because either way you look at it, the video will get circulated all over social media as well. And it's very important that you guys do that, because it is very vital to me, very vital for the information that I put out for you guys and all that good stuff. Okay, all right, now let's get right into it. DeSean Jackson, this guy is one of the most greatest receivers in Eagles history. He's been in the NFL for 11 years. And most importantly, he has done a lot for the Eagles and the entire NFL. So one of the reasons why I said this, because it needs to be said right away. I don't think he's a to be honest with you, I just get through looking at his stats here online, but I got some stats here to mention that probably Google's not going to mention. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you guys at this particular time and moment. He's retiring with 641 receptions, 11,263 yards. That's a lot of yards in 11 seasons in the NFL. Need I remind you, the guy has, I think he had 6 or 7 1,000 yard seasons. He produced 4 with the Eagles, and I think he produced 2 with the Washington Commanders. That would get him close to 8,000 yards altogether. And over in the rest of his career here, I think he did put up 1,000 yards with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is where he went after his Washington Commanders career was done there. This guy, as his second-round draft pick, he was drafted back in 2008. That's the year he was drafted, 49th overall. He spent 8 years with the Philadelphia Eagles, 7 years in all with the Washington Commanders, Rams, and Tampa Bay. He also has a ring that was given to him by the Rams. You guys remember, the Rams went to the Super Bowl 3 years ago, and 3 years ago, and he was on that roster, on that Super Bowl championship roster, but he was released way before his before he can release it, before he can actually finish his tenure on a 1-year contract there. They released him. But all the things that he did with the Rams thought to the kind of hard to go and give him a Super Bowl ring. But it don't mention that here in Google, but they did say on TV that they wanted to give him a Super Bowl ring because he did help a little bit along the way before he was released. He ranked 3rd in Eagles history, 6,512 yards. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I forgot, because he did, like I said, he had 4 1,000 yard seasons. Then 1 yard. Then the first season he had 900 yards, and after he had like 700 yards in the final year with the Eagles. He had 379 receptions, and he's 9th in receiving, touchdown 35, punt return 132 touches for 1,296 yards, which is, it's ranked somewhere in the top 10, I believe. And the Eagles all-time leader in punt in returns on punt touchdowns. He tied Darren Sproles with 4. Let me see what else. Okay, he's the first player to earn Pro Bowl honors as wide receiver and kick returner. I thought he has a first team All Pro. He actually has a second team. I think he has only 2. Let me see, 2. He has one all-time, one second team All Pro, and he also made the Pro Football All Rookie team in his first season. The guy won, like I said, he done quite a bit. That's right, he did play with Tampa. He did play with the Raiders and the Ravens as well. Let me see. He ties the NFL record with 8 touchdowns. He's the only player that has 50 plus yards or more in a single season. He owns that as well. That's first all time. No receiver in NFL history has ever done that. He's the only one that has achieved that mark. So he has set some records, and some of these records that he made it's gonna take a while to break. His 52.8 yards per score in 2008 season is the highest in NFL history among players with 10 touchdowns a season. That is quite remarkable. He became the 5th player in NFL history to eclipse 900 or more yards in the first 4 seasons. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I hope I don't have to get up anymore. Hope I can finish this out. Like I said, in the first 4 seasons, 900 more yards. Okay, if you guys remember his memorable moment, it's when in December 19, 2010. If you guys remember, he played the New York Giants in New York in MetLife Stadium, which is now known as Miracle in the Meadowlands #2. In the fourth quarter, with 21 unanswered points to tie the game at 31-31. 12 seconds remaining in the last minutes of the fourth quarter. The Giants, the Eagles forced the Giants to a punt. The punter pumped the ball to DeSean Jackson. He ran for 65 yards into the end zone for the score, which ended the game and also gave us the division. I remember that as well, man. That's memory right there. And then in 2013, he had a career year with 82 receptions, 1,332, and 9 scores. That was his last and final year with the Eagles. He has 5 100-yard games, and his third Pro Bowl. He had 3 Pro Bowl appearances. Only one second team All Pro. He never earned first team. He should have earned first team. He should have earned first team. He should have. Let me see. It was his third 1,000 plus yards season tying Mike Quick and Harold Carmichael. His 82 catches is 4th most all time and 3rd most by a receiver. He is a California native. He went to University of California. He was a first team All-American there as a junior in 2007. You got to remember, he was also with the teammate of Aaron Rodgers. Let me see. Here's a moment that's here. Hold on. Hey. Like I said, he had Super Bowl ring with the Rams. Let's see. He's a two-time first team All-American 06 and 07, and he's a 2-time first team All Pac-10 06 and 07. Those are NFL records. And career touchdowns, 60 plus yards or more, 26. And he's also the career touchdown in 80 plus yards, which is 5th, which is tied. And like I said, he's one of the greatest in history, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to talk about his negativity of what he was accused of and why he was cut by the Philadelphia Eagles, Chip Kelly at the time. But I'll tell you this, the guy has had a remarkable career. and we can't say nothing bad about the man because he did come back to the Philadelphia Eagles after in 2000, I think, 2016, I believe. No, hold on, let me see. Carson Wentz went there back 2016, 17, 18. He came to the Eagles in 2018, I believe. Came back to us. He was traded back to the Eagles in 2018. That's what I think. I'm correct. Yeah, he was in Carson Wentz's third year. He was Carson Wentz's third year in the league, and he came back. And he came back that year. He had a good subpar year until the ankle injury in 2019, I believe, 2019. He came back and had another ankle injury. You know what I'm saying? And that no, it was another ankle. No, it wasn't. He had an ankle injury the first year he got there. The second year, I think he had some he had a hamstring injury. Then he tried to come back, and he reactivated the hamstring again in his season. And the Eagles cut him loose in 2020. And that when he got picked up by the Rams, and then that's when the Rams went to the Super Bowl, and Rams won a Super Bowl in 2020. They won a Super Bowl that year. And so after he got picked up by them, and he was released by them after winning the Super Bowl, and then he went to the Raiders in 2021, and he went to 2022, I believe. He went to the Baltimore. I think it was Baltimore, I believe. If I'm right, they got Baltimore 2020. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, I was right. He with the Rams 2021. He was cut in 2021. He with the Rams and the Raiders the same year. Okay, yeah. 2021, the Rams signed him. They cut him. The Raiders picked him up. He paid fairly between both teams. And in 2022, he went to Baltimore. 2022, he went to Baltimore. So last season was the last final year in the NFL. He thought he was going to get picked up again this year, and it happened for him. So I guess he decided to go and call it a career because team, we're going to pick up an aging 34. He's 34 years old. I think he's 34. 34 years old, I believe. 36. He's 36 years old. So what team ain't going to pick up a third pick? Ain't going to sign a 36-year-old player that is injured prone and can't hardly play anymore. So that's why he decided to call it a career card. No team wasn't going to sign him. So that's what happened to him. But like I said, that's the negative part about it. Like I said, he's had a great career. He had a wonderful career. 11,000 yards. I think that's right behind Michael Irvin. I think Michael Irvin has 11,700 or 800 yards receiving for Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's in the Hall of Fame because he had 2 Super Bowl rings. He had 3 Super Bowl rings with the Cowboys. But DeSean Jackson has 1 ring, which he won while being on the roster, then after being cut by the Rams. The Rams went on and gave him a Super Bowl ring after they won a Super Bowl. They gave him a ring. So I guess so he had credit for earning 1 ring. Of all the Eagle players the Eagles have had that were released, them are the only 2 players the Eagles were released and won rings. DeSean McCoy has a ring with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has a ring with Tampa Bay. And DeSean Jackson has a ring being on the roster for the LA Rams. So them are only 2 guys that has rings with other teams prior to the Eagles when they first went way back in 17. They the only ones that have. I know it would have been wonderful if both of these guys were back on our roster that time when they won a Super Bowl and then could have won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. That probably would have been magnificent for them if they had won a ring with the Eagles. But it wasn't meant to be. Both of those guys were cut by Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly cut DeSean Jackson, but he traded LeSean McCoy. But that's another time to talk about. But anyway, you guys got DeSean Jackson. He retired today. Number 10 will no longer be worn by the Eagles. I'm not exactly sure who's wearing number 10 at this particular moment. I know that after this season, he will not be wearing 10 no more. 10 no more, because 10 gonna be the 10th spot. Gonna be retired. DeSean Jackson, I thank you, brother. I got your jersey. And as a matter of fact, I got 2 of your jerseys. I got a black and I got a gray and green jersey, I believe, and I also got a green jersey by you. So I got 2 jerseys by you, but it was a blessing for you to play for Andy Reid to draft you, and for you to play for the Philadelphia Eagles and have a marvelous career in the NFL with 4 different teams, I believe. You've done great. You've done great, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure watching you perform on the NFL stage in the brightest lights, on Monday night games, Sunday night games, and we would never also, one game we won't forget, and that's when you played the Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins at the time, when Michael Vick threw you that 45, 50-yard bomb down the field, and to sprint the remaining yards into the end zone for the score. Boy, you danced into the end zone. You tossed that ball, and that ball jumped like 35, 40 feet in the air. That is one of the most memorable games ever that you've done, and we were still with the Eagles then, because that was when the Eagles offense changed, when Michael Vick became the quarterback, and Michael Vick was traded to McNabb was traded to the Washington Commanders the same year. That was, matter of fact, that was the second game against the Commanders, against the Washington Redskins. Because when he came back, when McNabb came back to the Philadelphia Eagles, he beat us. He beat us back in Philly. But when the Commanders, when the Eagles went to the Washington Redskins turf, we whooped them all down that field. So the series was split that year. Matter of fact, I think that was the last time the Eagles split the series with you, with the Commanders up until last season. So some good, memorable moments by the Philadelphia Eagles. DeSean Jackson, the 65-yard punt return from our end zone to theirs for the winning score, and that one against with Michael Vick and Washington Commanders. Those are the 2 memorable games that I always remember. They are many more, but those 2 are the most memorable that I can recall you being Philadelphia Eagles. But anyway, thank you, DeSean Jackson. Thank you, number 10 spot. We're going to love you, we cherish you, and we're always going to respect you for what you did on the football field, like I said, in the brightest lights, the greatest stage, Monday Night Football and Sunday Night Football. We will never forget you guys. Forget you for that. We will never forget for what you did for the Philadelphia Eagles and for the NFL. Sign off. Peace.